Yo, what's up? This is Liu Kun Lee. So it's morning. I will show you how I would do my morning exercise routine. It's one of them, right? It's the balance of the cardiovascular ability as well as the weightlifting, and the focus is on the real functionality of it, right? It's like boxing or kickboxing, Muay Thai, things like that. You know, it's not just for six-pack abs, right? But it's more like the real function of it. And you can see that my training method is different. I combine this 20 kg plate as well as the 35 kg. I don't know whether you can see this number here. This is the 35 kg stuff. Heavy gun, right? You see that? 35 kg is not 35 pounds, it's 35 kg. And I will use this for fast repetition, for fast movement, to make my back muscle very functional, right? So the whole process will take me about like half an hour to 45 minutes. And let's see, you know, I'm shredded today, right? Just look at my leg. It's shredded, right? It's fucking shredded. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's go. So, first, it's just a quick movement to warm up. Remember, you know, we're training for functionality. You know, we're not just training for the very slow motion, you know, because the slow muscle will just make you slow down in the real fighting, right? So we're training for the real functionality, not just looking good. Of course, it's looking damn good, right? But more like the real functionality of it, you know, self-defense and looking cool, shredded, you know, low fat percentage. You cannot be too fat with this. Let's go. Okay, now it's time for me to use this one. It's 20 kg big baby. Let's see that. Raise them. I will use it for like 50 reps for one set, right? And for 5 sets. Let's do that. Set 1 fucking finished. You see that? We're not talking about 20 pounds. Not fucking 20 pounds. We're talking about 20 kg. 51 set, quick. You can never do this slow, man. If you do this slow, your muscles gotta be slow, man. Okay. This is a typical Conor McGregor, you know? Long arm ape. You know what I'm talking about? Like this, right? Okay. I can do a popping. Right? Wait. So between set, for just like, you know, 5 sets, I will usually rest within 1 minute. You know, you can never rest too long for that, right? Stretching. Set 2. Set 2, fucking finished. Wait. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Good. Look at this. Look at how thin they are, right? You can never be too fat, because you're fat, you're fucking slow. Set 3 finished. So we have 2 more sets to go for this one, and after this I'm gonna do something like push-up and 100 time, 100 set, non-stop, 100 set, like 2 to 3 sets. Maybe I'll do three sets today, and then I plan to do the leg. The leg is just like one leg balance, single leg balance, and after that I'm gonna do the, I don't know how to call that. I never know the fucking name yet, because I don't want to remember the fucking name. I just do it, you know. I will use the fucking 35 kg dumbbell to raise it like 50 times. Maybe I would divide it to like 2 sets for 25 reps, 1 set, and I will do some boxing, and that's it. 2 more sets to go. Let's do it. Fourth finished. I still have 1 set to go. Remember that you have to do this very quickly. It just depends on what kind of muscle you want to achieve, right? If you want to just be a bodybuilder type, you have to do it very slowly. Usually if you read some books about Arnold Schwarzenegger, some classical ideas about bodybuilding, you have to raise things quickly and put it down slowly, right? But that is the traditional way of building big muscle. But in a real fighting, you need to be strong and fast. So my understanding is that you have to do it the big weights, a lot of reps in a very quick fashion. So then your muscles could be really tuned up, so you can see how shredded it is. So you can become the fighter type. Not just looking good, but also with lower body fat percentage and with really strong muscle fiber. Not bloated up, right? So you have to do it quick with a lot of weights, but not as heavy as the Ronnie Coleman, right? You don't have to go after that heavy weight, but kind of heavy, like 20 kg barbell, 51 set, right? You see what I'm talking about? Let's finish this, baby. The 5th set. Finish this fucking barbell raises 250 times, 250 reps with 5 sets, and I will rest for 3 minutes. And during this 3-minute rest, I can talk something about my training philosophy, right? It's not about like looking good, you know, because many people they can look good, but in a real fight, their reaction is pretty slow. So what you want to do is that you want to build a type of Bruce Lee muscle, right? If you really want your muscle to be functional, you better be training with a lot of high reps. Like 20 or like 12 barbell curl for 1 set. And you do it 5 sets. It doesn't really satisfy your goal, you know? Because it's far from enough. You need to do more fucking reps. This is pretty true for Carly Muscle, right? Because Carly Muscle, and he really loved high rep. And this also really works for me, you know. Combined with calisthenics, as well as the real martial art training, as well as boxing, kickboxing, you know, doing a punch bag, doing a real fight with people, you know, in an arena, whatever. And that will give you a lot of experience of really how to use your muscle. Because the first purpose for guys to have a lot of muscle, you know, many guys, they just want to be a better fighter in general. You know what I'm talking about? Be more powerful. Because you want your muscle to be very functional. You're not trying to look like a Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in fact, you always lose a fight, right? I'm not trying to instigate violence, right? What I'm talking about is that you have that expectation. And people have that fucking expectation just because you look strong. So you need to perform well. You know, in Chinese, we have a sentence there, 别丢脸. It means not try to lose your face, not lose your face. Because in Asian culture, especially in Chinese culture, we have this kind of thing, right? So you gotta perform with your muscle. So in that case, Bruce Lee is more functional, man, than many Ross dude, right? People on steroid, you know, because Bruce Lee look leaner and act faster. That's a real functionality. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm not small. Look at my arm. I'm not fucking small, right? By any definition, look at that. I'm not fucking small, but I'm just trying to say is that I'm not trying to gain some fake muscle. I'm not trying to be slow, because if you do things slowly, your muscle's gotta be fucking slow, right? Yeah. I'm an Asian McGregor. Okay, now, my second practice. Push up, 100 set, 3 sets, right? Let me show you guys. Okay, let's change this camera angle here. Let's see how I do push-up. Okay, let me change it a little bit. Don't look it up there. Cause you know I'm down with that motherfucker John there, right? I'm down with that John there. Anyway, let me show you, right? You guys are fucking soft, right? Let me show you how I can do 100 without stop for one set. Usually, sometimes I would do 10 sets. 10 sets in 1 hour. That means that within 1 hour I'll finish 1,000 push-up. But today, you know, for the purpose of showing you guys, I'll just give you like 3 sets because I combine different kind of movement, not just a push-up, right? Let's fucking do it. Finish the first set. Look at my arm, right? You see that, baby? You see that, baby? That's all fucking natural muscle there with a lot of functionality. I'm just looking at a ninja spider, right? Functional ninja spider. You see that, right? So usually depends on how heavy the training is, right? I will rest for about somewhere between like 1 to 2 minutes. So I will rest for like 1.5 minutes for today's showcase. Okay, great. One more set to go. the third one. And after finish this, you know, I can do some leg stuff, and after that, I'll do the fucking 35 kg single dumbbell, baby. And after that, do some boxing or martial arts stuff. Yep. Let's go. The third one. Final set here. Don't drop your hands, right? Even if you want to take some rest in between, don't drop your hands. That still be counted as one fucking set, right? If you drop your hands, that would be 2 different sets. You can use single arm and rest like this. Still have 30 to go. Final 10. Let's do it. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Congrats. We fucking did it. Looking outside. You can see that clearly? Today is a little bit rainy, so usually I would just do some, you know, like pull up outside in a fucking park. But today it's a little bit rainy, so I just show you something that you can everybody can do inside your house, right? This is what I do. So we'll rest about 3 minutes, maybe more than that. Yeah, you see, now I'm bracing, right? So many people think, oh, you have to look cool. You have to pretend that you're not sweating. Fuck that shit, right? You gotta be real. After the heavy load training like this, you gotta breathe properly. You know, look at all the great fighters. You know, like I'm not talking about just look good. I'm talking about having a combination between looking good muscle, be swaggy, and also be functional. So breathing properly is also really important, right? So I'm talking about the cardio functional, you know, stuff here. Not trying to be big. You know, I'm not just competing with people. I'm not competing with people who want to be big, you know? I'm doing the thing like, you gotta be real. You gotta use your muscle to really develop your fighting skills, you know, man, for the fighting. Not just for the looks. When an emergency situation happens, you know, can you really fight the fuckers off? Can you really fight those motherfuckers off? That's really important, you know what I'm talking about? You know, my functionality is pretty well developed. When I was in high school, grade 2 student, you know, back in the 2002, you know, I was like fucking 21 years ago, like 22 years ago or something, somewhere like that. You know, like a guy who's taller than me, and just like, I'm 5'11", right? That guy is almost like 6'2" or 6'3" or something, you know. I beat him like an asshole. Now he's an asshole, I'm not. You know, I just beat him. I use my very quick combination of combos, this and that. You know, no matter how tall you are. That's what I'm talking about, the functionality, you know, not just looking good. You see that, right? But by this means, many people ask me like, how you can get shredded, right? This is the way you fucking get shredded. Just hire red, man. Don't train yourself like a bodybuilder. Because if you're not trying to go for the Ronnie Coleman stuff, you're not trying to go for the Phil Heath or Kai Green stuff. The real functionality lies in the real function of your muscle, right? In this case, the Chris Harrier is 1,000 times better than Ronnie Coleman. Of course, I'm not trying to compete with these two real people there, right? They're both great. A huge respect to Phil Heath, Ronnie Coleman, and Kai Green, you know. But what I'm talking about is for real. I mean, your daily activity. Would you rather to have a very big muscle just for show? Or would you want to have some muscle like me, or Chris Harrier, or some calisthenics people, or for some boxers like Naoya Inoue? Of course, you want the second one. Or Conor McGregor? That's more of a realistic, attainable goal. And that will provide you with a better way for fighting, not just looking good. Okay, let me drink something. Let me just drink water. Just drink water. You know, in Japan, you know, one of the greatest things that I can appreciate is that you can actually directly drink tap water. Let's see, right? This is just a pure tap water. Let me fill a cup. And after that, we'll do some fucking leg workout. I'm talking about real leg workout, right? Not just make your leg pretty damn fat. I'm talking about, you look at that, right? High muscle shredding level, and high, it can kick quickly and kick powerfully. That's what I'm talking about. No, this is just tap water, baby. Tap water. Drinking from my Snow Peak Thai cup. Oh, titanium, not Thai, titanium cup. Stop being soft, man. You guys just like, for one set, just do 12. 12 is not fucking, it's not enough. It will never surpass your goal for self-defense and fighting. You know what I'm talking about? I always know, ever since I was a high school boy, you know, because I had a lot of fighting school. The guys who looking the strongest doesn't always mean that he can fight. You know what I'm talking about? You have to find a balance. So that's why we really emphasize the functionality of it. Drink proper water. Don't always do the ketogenic diet. You know, because you know what? If you don't have enough water from your muscle, your energy's gonna used out pretty quickly, right? Having enough water level in your muscle and your body system and your brain is a perfect function for the cushion. It can protect your body and also provide your energy. And your muscle will not look weak, you know? Let's go for the leg workout, man. You see that, right? You see the leg here, man? This is all the functional leg, right? So let me show you. First, I will do 500 pure squat. Use my body weight. And then I will do some single squat. 50 per set. Do it for 5 sets, right? And then I will do my calf muscle stuff, training. And then I will do the flexibility training. Watch me. The first set, 250, finished, right? And rest for about 3 minutes. I will do the second set. Now you see what I'm talking about, right? So I also do some traditional like squat using weight. I used to, you know, do this a lot in the gym. Usually for the weight of, I don't know, it's like 200 as 150 kg or something like that. 150 kg, 25 reps per set, and do it like 4 sets to 5 sets, things like that. But I don't do that anymore because I feel like it's hurting my flexibility. You know, I just want that, you know, in a real fight, my leg could be quick and powerful, because if you have too much of a big leg and you're using the slow motion doing that, you're not gonna have a lot of movement in a real fight. You know what I'm talking about. The real man should be prepared for a fight at any time and any cost, right? Of course, you know, by the philosophy of Taoism or by Sun Tzu, the art of war, you know, you can actually avoid a lot of that kind of unnecessary stuff, some stupid stuff, right? But a lot of times when you come across, you know, in some situation, you have to use your force, right? You're looking strong, but if you can't kick quick, there's no point. So you both want to look strong to a proper level. That's good for the fashion, but also you want to have the functionality to it. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. You see that? Use your natural body weight. It's one of the best methods for you to really build up the functional muscle. Not just good looking muscle, but looking slow, right? Now you see, next time I will show you. Next time I'll show you a clip that happened in China, like 2 clips, where the strong guys actually got beat down like a fucking shit by a much smaller guy, much thinner guy. You know what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about, real functionality. But if you're looking too thin, if you're looking at you don't have any muscle at all, you're not intimidating people. So you better both be good looking in your muscle, but also have some functionality. You know, this is the best way for a guy, you know, to develop muscle. And this is my training philosophy, to combine the functionality and the good looks of it. Okay, let's cut the chase. Do our work. Second set, let's go. 250. Now we finished the second set. Rest for about 4 minutes. Why 4? Why fucking 4? It's because we've been exhausting ourselves from the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? And I've been talking with you guys. I'm talking to you guys. So normally, you know, like if I just do this by myself, I never do the talking. It saves me a lot of energy. Now I have to do the breathing and talking. So usually my 2-minute rest will be extended into like 4 minutes. So I will wait for 4 minutes. And some single leg squat is a perfect way for you to really balance your weight and know how to hold up your ground in fighting. So all my training methods is, you know, engraved with the idea that you have to, you know, be functional. Let's drink another half cup of water. Hey, you guys, you can actually train with me, right? It's not silly. No homo, bro. Girls, you can also train with me. You know what I'm talking about? Perfect motivation. Train together. You know, no matter, even you cannot, like if you can achieve 50 or 250%, you can always make it like 25 or 50. Just have a start, you know, just have a start and gradually escalate your game. Yeah. Now, in my future video, I can always show you my comparison of my of the physique I had before and the physique I changed after I do a lot of calisthenics movement, right? And I think that's you know, that's a great improvement for my body and my functionality. You know, I feel much stronger, even though maybe from the surface I look smaller, but I'm actually much stronger and my reflexes are better. Reflexes are much better. You know, neurons quickness also have improved. You know. Okay, let's cut a chest. Let's do single leg squat 50%. Let's do 5 sets. And what I mean 1 set is left, right, together 1 set, right? So left 50, that doesn't count. Left, right together 50, left, right together 50, things like that. I do 5 sets. Now first style is what we call like Nirvana style, right? Something like Buddhism style. Do it like this. You know, you're trying to understand ideas in the universe, things like this, right? Let's do the first move. Make sure you don't fall, right? Okay, this is called 1 set. Left, right together 1 set, not just a single leg, right? We have finished the first style. It's looking like a Buddhist. This is what I call Nirvana style or Buddhist style. This is perfect for the fighting because you have the single leg, and it's perfect for finding a balance, right? Because if you can do this, and you can do this, and you can do this, and in the movement, right, you can still keep your balance. Sometimes use your hand to delicately balance everything. It's a very good technique. The second style was inspired by Chris Harrier, right? The calisthenic YouTuber who is really famous, and single leg, also single leg, but you can use some adaptation to it. So let me show you, right? Basically, you use your leg like single leg like this. This is the basic idea, right? And you can use the opposite direction hands to balance everything. So let me show you. So let's go to the third set. Like this, right? Okay, we finished the third set. This is the fourth set, still the same style. Now, we finished the fourth set, right? We still have one set to go. You know, this is the invented by, I don't know whether that's invented, but this is actually... Now I come back. My camera was overweighted before, people. Hey, so let's continue. So I wasted about 5 minutes and to make the camera work again, right? So the third one is also something that I invented by myself. The first one, you know, the Buddhist, right, is something that I invented by myself. And the third one is also the driver's position. It's also something invented by myself. And the second one is, like I said, you know, I learned from Chris Harrier, right? Okay, the third one. You do it like this, right? You can either just well, show my sexy feet a little bit, right? You can either put your hands here with the slippers on or off, it doesn't really matter. And like this. You know, keep your position, keep your balance, and do that. You can do that like this. And also we have a entry-level position, which is like this, right? You just make this balance. It's easier. This is the entry level position, right? So what I'm doing is that because I've rested for 5 minutes, right? So now I will do 2 more sets, right? Basically, I just have 1, right? I said like 5 sets, no, but now I will do 6 sets to really replenish that, you know, the 5 minutes that I have rested, right? So I want to do 1 more set. So the first set is the basic level, and the second set is the harder level. You know, I have 2 sets to go, right? First set is like this, right? Let's go. Notice the final tipping, right? It's pretty normal that you tip a little bit, you know, during your 1 leg workout. It's really normal because you're trying to balance your body, right? Some people might question, right? You're not like all the way down, all the way up. Well, that will put a lot of pressure on your joint if you're doing a 1 leg workout, but I can also do that, right? Let me show you. All the way down, all the way up. You can also do that if you choose to. But if you do that, maybe you would just like divide it by 2, like, you know, 50% per set. If you just do it normally, right? But if you want to all the way down, all the way up, just 25, that's enough. Let me show you the other leg. All the way down, all the way up. I can also do that, no problem. Okay, so the final one is the more of the advanced level. Now this time I will do it like bare feet, right? But for my left feet, I can use slipper, or I can use both bare feet, right? So let me show you. Find your balance point. This is starting position, and do that. Okay, switch leg. Find your balance position and start. It's okay for you to tip a little bit and rebalance yourself. Okay, we finished the leg workout. That's for the side, but we still have the calf workout. Remember that in the process when I'm trying to do this, right? I just tip a little bit. That's totally fine. As long as you're not totally full down this leg, right? You keep your balance, you just put something in the air, you don't put your resting leg in the air, put your working leg on the ground, that's fine, as long as you're doing that. But even if you just fall down the leg, it doesn't matter, you know, it's just a learning process and do it gradually and finally you will master everything. Okay, let's do the cuff. Cuff is really small. It's really easy. Let me show you. I can do this with my slipper on and without. So basically it's just like 500 calf curl using natural body weight. You can, of course, you can also have one of these big boys here, right? But I will show you the natural way of doing that, because without equipment you can do this in jail, you can do this, you know, wherever you like. So it's 500% without weight, but with weight you can do 100 or 200%. Let's go. Yep, finished, right? You see that 500, it's pretty easy because using your natural body weight, it doesn't really, you know, look so exhausting, you know. But if you're just doing a traditional leg raise, leg raise with your cuff in a gym, basically using a weight, I used to use 150 kg of the barbell on my shoulder and do that, but in a slow fashion. But I feel like that very slow big cuff muscle doesn't really work well when I'm doing the fighting. So that's why I switched to calisthenics. You know, I switched to my natural body weight training most of the time, but sometimes I still just train with these big babies here. But you know, this weight is like 35 kg, you know, compared with a barbell, it's really light. Okay, so that's the first thing. And second is you can do the single leg, single cuff. For single cuff, usually like 50 rep per set. You can also do 100. Let's do 5 reps of single ones. it's totally perfect for you to rebalance yourself, right? Don't be so harsh on yourself, right? It's a progressive process. Okay, I finished. And the good thing is that if you really know how to work out, you know, things like this, and you will be able to do some magic tricks. It's like you're flying in the sky, right? From this angle, you would be looking like, you know, you can show some cool effect to your friends. You know, this is really showy, right? It's the open secret, right? So my understanding is that there's no fucking secret. You know, for me, I don't want to hold any secret. I might be different from your general celebrities, right? I do not want to have any secret. Because I feel like, you know, nowadays, if you're doing a magic trick like David Copperfield, like Chris Angel, like everybody, well, so many people already have a lot of understanding about what kind of trick is like, you know, doing that. I'm not trying to expose this kind of magic tricks because I'm not an expert about magic, but, you know, this kind of levitation that I've showed you is something that you can actually apply to your friends. And you know, it can actually impress people, even though people know how to do that, but most people can never do that because they don't have the tendon strength and muscle strength of their calf, and they don't have the balance power. Even if they know how they can achieve this, but they can, most people, I say like 99% of the people, they can never achieve this. So let me show you once again, right? This time, different leg. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so now let's go to the big baby here. 35 kg single dumbbell. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's do that. 25% and 2 sets, quick stuff. Let's move away this first. And then let's do that. You see that? I'm not fooling you. I'm not playing with you guys here. You see that? Is 35 kg. It's 35 kg, motherfucker. It's not 35 pounds. Kg is much heavier than pounds. 35 kg, you can do the converter stuff. Haters, fuckers, right? You can do the converter stuff by Google 35 kg. How much does it weigh? How much does it weigh for 35 kg? Convert that to pounds, a single dumbbell. Let's do that. 25%, 2 sets. Can you see that? Let's adjust this camera angle a little bit. Okay, you see what I'm talking, baby. Let's do. $25 for my right, rest for about 1 minute, within 1 minute, right? And then 25 for the left. You want to rest a little bit longer because this is kind of heavy. You're not trying to do this in a slow fashion, you're trying to do it in a very quick fashion, so you need enough rest. Now, for the heavy weight like this, you don't have to have so-called something like, you know, vanity, right? You gotta rest a bit longer because if you do it too quickly, you might have some heart problem. I don't care how old or how young you are. You gotta be realistic about it, okay? Rest a longer time. because I'm trying to do like 25 rep for one set in a quick fashion. Think about like it's a single dumbbell for 35 kg. So I'll rest for 1 more minute and I'll just do it, you know, quickly. No vanity fair here, right? Respect your body. You're not trying to impress anybody but yourself, okay? Respect yourself. You know, this is pretty heavy for most people, right? So you gotta do it with longer rest. Simple as that. Finished, guys. Finished. So I've already finished the most part of my workout. Still the cardio. I will do something like boxing, right? The boxing cardio. And the final step is to relax my abs. Also make sure that, you know, I stretch my spine. Because if you do a lot of heavy weight like this is not a really heavy weight, right? But for calisthenics, this is really heavy weight. Actually, this is pretty heavy weight for most amateur bodybuilders. You know, I'm not trying to stack on weight because I used to, you know, just do the 50 kg curl. You know, I'm not trying to impress anybody, you know, but myself and you, my viewer, you know, my subscriber, my fans, my haters, whatever, you know, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to share the information, you know. And this itself is really impressive. This one's already impressive. Yeah. I will rest for about 2 minutes because that's freaking intensive. Rest about 2 minutes, and after that, I'll do some shadow boxing. You know, this is what I'm doing, right? After I've done that boxing, I will use that. I will use that single bar, 2 single bars, to stretch my spring a little bit, to make sure that I don't grow short. I'm 5'11". I think it's pretty enough for me, you know. I don't want to compete who is taller, you know. 5'11" for an Asian guy, Chinese born, that's pretty fine. I'm looking handsome, you know. So people, you gotta believe in yourself. You can't compare with other people, you know. You gotta believe in yourself. You're the coolest guy, you're the coolest girl in the earth. That's what I'm talking about, right? Be yourself. I want all my subscribers to be yourself. Be real, man. Do not try to hide anything or become secretive or have some secretive operation. You're not a fucking 007, right? We're the real guys. We're the real people. Okay, now it's time for me to do some boxing stuff. Now, drink some water first. Well, my main focus today is not about boxing, right? So I'll just do it shortly. This is not my main focus today. So next time I will show you how I do practice my boxing. Speed ball, guys. Make sure you do some speed ball. Be careful not to hit a camera. You will never use a camera, so forget about it. Man, I just hit my rotor. Yeah. So finally you can do some very quick, fast and explosive, you know, boxing practice, right? This is a very good way for you to practice your speed. Notice all the fucking sweat? Huh? 2 more rounds, 2 more sets, right? I'll finish by today my workout. So that is basic for today's workout. And you guys see the difference, right? You guys see that how I combine heavy weight with multiple reps, you know, more reps than usually what you would do in the bodybuilding stuff, and how I combine cardio. And let me tell you, this is a perfect way for burning out your fat in your abdomen area, right? It's perfect. And you don't have to really think about, you know, something like the traditional bodybuilding stuff where you have to restrain from your carbs, this and that. You just eat the normal carbs, and that's fine. And gradually you will have a perfect 8-pack with a lot of functionality attached to it, to the whole body. Yeah. So finally, today's final step, I will extract some of the essence out of my 6-pack or 8-pack. That's it. That's it, guys. I finished today's workout, and you can always do it with me. So keep watching for my channel in the future. I'll have more comment and reaction on many YouTubers and influencers, as well as put a lot of my own understanding, put my own color on a lot of things, because not everybody, you know, not a single person is totally correct. You know, if you combine all the things and you learn in a smart way, and you can be yourself and find a workout routine that's really suitable for you and suits your functionality goal, that's the most important one. I'll see you next time. This is Dope Lee. Ciao.